Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope you're doing good. I have a very special guest hopping on with me today. Some of you may know Joe, and some may not be familiar with Joe, but I'm going to invite him real quick here. It's been a minute since we've done a live, and them. Let's see. I think doing this Mercury in retrograde. Hi, Joe. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
Good,
How about you?
thank you. Not
Yay! I'm
That
so
was not too
excited.
hard. We did. All right. Well, I'm so excited to have you on. I'm even more excited to meet you in person in about, I don't know, 7, 8 weeks. But
Yeah, it's gonna be here
it
soon.
is. It is. So, anyone hopping on, let me just introduce myself real quick. I'm Courtney with Brilliance Advanced Beauty Education. We provide advanced continuing education for beauty professionals and massage therapists. Most of our courses are online or live virtual, but we do have some in-person courses. And a lot of our classes are more personal, professional development, business, but we do dive into some technical stuff. And we also have an in-person conference every year. And we are continuing education CE and CEU approved in 11 states and working on more. So I'm so excited to have you on today, Joe. Why don't you introduce yourself and a little bit of history on you?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm Joe. I live in Oregon. I'm a massage therapist and esthetician of 8 years. And I've been doing continuing education for about the last year and a half, 2 years. And it's been so fun getting to network and connect with so many other awesome spa professionals. It's been so rewarding to like have this be part of my career now. So I'm super excited that I get to teach, the people of Chicago and the surrounding areas. Like it's such an exciting blessing that I can't wait for in May. So yeah, facial massage is my jam. Kind of bridging that gap that sometimes school doesn't give massage therapists and estheticians as far as massage, body mechanics, ergonomics, stuff like that. And then, of course, building on those foundational techniques too to help massage therapists, estheticians, and cosmetologists elevate their facial massage and their therapeutic and professional touch in any service that they offer. Um, Touch doesn't just go for massage or facials. Like yesterday, I had a training and this girl told me that she did a brow wax and the client said that it was the most relaxing brow wax she ever received. And like, which doesn't seem like people would say that, but like touch is just so important. So I'm really excited to share that with people. Um, about me, I competed at the Skin Games in 2024 and 25 in the facial massage category. It was such an amazing experience getting to meet so many, like I said earlier, like-minded spa professionals. It was so rewarding. Plus, I even won first place in facial massage both years. So I just can't wait to share this information with people in May.
Congratulations.
Thank
You should
thank
be very
you.
proud. I know that a lot goes into that.
Yes.
And I mean, just getting yourself literally across the country because it's in Atlanta, right? So,
Yeah, yeah.
or at least it has been. I hear it's moving next year, I think.
Yeah,
Hope I'm
yeah, it
not
was in
getting too.
Atlanta the last 3 years. It's going to be in Dallas, Texas next year. I think in April. I highly recommend to get involved with the Skin Games. Follow them on Instagram at the Skin Games. Such an awesome experience.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Um, I'm so glad that to have you coming to Chicago. So for those of you that haven't seen, we are going to be having Joe come educate a very intimate group. So there's actually only 3 seats left. This will be a hands-on class, but I'm so excited to have him sharing his knowledge with us so it will be open to massage therapists, estheticians, and cosmetologists that are obviously in more geared toward the spa industry. Like you said, it's so important, and I know I've mentioned this many times before. In this world where people are just, I feel like obviously we're socially not as I don't know, friendly because everyone's behind a screen. That I think what we offer with our clients is like that much more special because we might literally be the only person having a real conversation and touching these people. And, that's really sad sometimes when you think about it, but it's nice that we can provide that for people.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%. And that's like the basis of like my entire curriculum is human connection, is because like every day we kind of like stray farther away from human connection. So like you could do all kinds of crazy massage moves, but ultimately just like that human connection and like listening to your client and exchanging energy and just being present and having that connection, that intention, that purpose is mostly what you have to focus on in a service. The rest we can teach you, but it's that intention that sets the tone for everything in a
Yeah,
service.
for sure. That makes complete sense. How did you end up getting into educating? And
Yeah,
anyone watching, you guys can ask questions while we have him live if you
yeah,
want
yeah,
to.
yeah. Questions would be awesome. I graduated from aesthetic school in 2019, so I was dual licensed then. So I was practicing facials and massage for a couple years and just really loving it, really loving skincare products and doing face massage, kind of like that gap in between massage and aesthetics. I thought it was really awesome to kind of get to work in that space. It was crazy. Literally, one day I like searched on Instagram male estheticians. I was like, oh, maybe there's like a group for like male estheticians or something. And so I found it. They had literally just created a group for male estheticians and they had their first conference like the week before.
Wow.
So I like reached out to them, followed everyone, interacted with everything, and then a couple weeks later, the director of the conference in Phoenix, Arizona, literally called me and invited me to teach a facial massage class at the 2023 Mecca conference in Phoenix. Like it felt like a scene from a movie. Like I remember like hanging up the phone and like screaming at the top of my lungs, like I just felt so like seen and validated after like sharing my passions with clients and like other massage therapists and estheticians as I could, and then to get this like invitation to like teach a group of people at a conference, like it was crazy. So yeah, I did that in 2023. It was awesome. The class sold out. And I teach there every year. The conference is coming up in April. It's going to be super fun. So yeah, just follow. So I mean, as far as what I would say to someone else looking to like get into it is just following your passion and being authentic, and networking are really important. Like finding people that inspire you, finding people that you can help, because there's room for everyone to succeed, and that's what I think it's about. So just being yourself and networking and niching. Those are always the things I go back to. It's networking and niching.
That's some great advice. And yeah, he has definitely put on quite a conference from what I hear. And
Yes.
I hope to get there one day, but I always have stuff going on at that time of year. But I have heard it's wonderful, and um, he's just really motivating.
He's a
And
superstar, literally.
yeah, I was gonna say I can see by this just standing on the sidelines how much he puts into the heart and soul put into the conferences, and people never really understand how much work goes into working a beauty show or a conference. It's unbelievably a lot of work, but it's so
Seriously.
rewarding to connect people and just kind of give back to the industry, of course. So
Yeah, I agree for sure.
yeah. So what made you go back to school as a massage therapist to be an esthetician?
Yeah, 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 good question. I love that question. I literally had never even heard the word esthetician until I was in massage school. Massage was always something I like thought about growing up, so then that's why I went to school for massage, and then finding out what aesthetics was, like I knew that I immediately had to go back and study it. Like right from the beginning, I knew they would go so hand in hand. Everything's about human connection, and then the therapeutic touch of like both industries is so powerful. So literally like 4 or 5 months after graduating from massage school, I enrolled at Paul Mitchell, the school, Salt Lake City, and graduated from the Master Aesthetics program. So I literally only had like 4 months in between, and I was just so ready to keep learning and keep developing those skills. I just knew they went so like hand in hand together, and that it would help me have more like opportunities and stuff like that
For
too.
sure. They're very complementary to each other, and it probably makes you a better technician on both sides. So just understand.
Yeah. Yeah,
Your body
complimentary, that's
more.
always what I say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
Wow, I can't imagine. I mean, it's been a very long time. I've been an esthetician for 24 years,
Uh,
but I do remember the school, and I can't imagine diving right back into another program right after that. Like, you need a minute.
I know, it was crazy. What was the turning point that made you want to become an esthetician?
Ironically, I wanted to be a massage therapist,
Okay.
and I didn't know about aesthetics. So this was in 2000, or I'm sorry, yeah, 2000.
Uh,
So I went to school in 2000 and finished in on Valentine's Day of 2001. Yeah, so it's been 24 years, believe it or not.
that's so
But
cool.
when I went to the school, I mean, this was when the internet was, you probably weren't even born yet. I don't know, but
I was, but I was very, very young.
okay. Okay. So the internet was not what it is
Yeah.
now. And like there just was not the ability to look things up. And so when I went to the school, when I had called them, they're like, oh, yeah, come on in. And I had asked about massage. And then they somehow, I'm not even really sure how, ended up getting me in to sign up for aesthetics. But I think it was
Okay.
actually the right choice for me in the long haul. Hi, Brad. Brad's hopping on from Beauty Industry Cruises. If you don't know Brad, we need to connect you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But
writing that down.
yeah, for sure. We'll connect you guys. He does cruises with educators. Yeah.
Oh, very fun.
Yeah. I know. There's so many different niches in our industry. If you guys ever
That's
get
what I
bored,
love about
just
it. It's so cool. Yeah.
yeah, just if you get burnt out or bored, just pivot. There's a million avenues you can go into our industries. But so
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I don't even know what we're saying, but yeah. So I ended up becoming an esthetician, loved it.
Uh-huh.
And I have changed gears myself. Originally I did kind of everything, and then I specialized in waxing and spray tanning, and then shifted into um, lash lifts, and then I went and worked for Alibana as a trainer and master trainer, sub distributor, and then one of the GMs, and in the corporate setting, and then was like, this isn't for me, and I came more back this way, and still see clients, but then started this company, and just we love providing different educators with their own niches who can just give back to our industry and sharing the knowledge. Because when I went to school, my own aesthetics instructor was kind of gatekeeping, and she didn't want to teach us tips and tricks even though she wasn't even working in the field. And I was like, what is the point of that? Like, there is enough love to go around.
Yeah,
So that's what we're all about here, is just community over competition, help
that
everybody
part. Yeah.
help everybody be better, right? In our whole industry as a whole. So
Yeah.
for sure.
There's skin for everyone. I heard that this last weekend and I love that. I was like, there's skin for everyone.
There
Like,
is.
yeah,
There
for sure.
is. Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about the class we're going to hold in May?
Yeah, totally. So the class that we're holding is going to be in St. Charles, so just outside of Chicago. It's going to be Tuesday, May 13th. It'll be from 11 a.m. to about 4:30 p.m. It's going to be a super fun day. We're only going to have 12 students, so we'll have 6 pairs of students practicing with each other. The first about like 30, 45 minutes, we'll quickly go over theory, anatomy, and client intake, contraindications, a little bit of like all that theory stuff for doing some advanced facial massage. Then I'm going to demonstrate all the moves on a model. So we're going to do massage moves for the scalp, face, neck, décolleté, shoulders, arms, and hands. So we're going to do massage from scalp to fingertips. I'll demonstrate everything. Um, then we'll go ahead and get everyone set up in their tables, in their pairs, and then you're going to give an hour of practice and receive an hour of practice with supervision and feedback from me and Courtney. So it's going to be super fun. What I like about these group classes too is I think everyone should be a student. Everyone should be a teacher. There's always something to learn. There's always something to teach. So I love, at this class, we're going to have like 14 brains with years and years of experience and tips and techniques and everything. So I love that like students get to help each other learn. I get to help everyone learn. And a lot of the time students teach me things too, or like how to think differently through things. So I just love like the group learning atmosphere of it. But like she said, I think we're at 9 students, right? So there's only 3 spots left. And I
Yeah.
can think of probably like 5 or 6 people that have messaged me and said they were interested. So this is your sign to sign up right now because it's probably going to fill up by tomorrow.
Yeah. I know. I'm like,
Um,
oh, this is probably it, which is
I'm
good.
so
I mean,
excited.
this
Yeah.
is what we wanted is to have a
Yeah.
class for you and just be able to have the people locally. And I mean, we do have people sometimes coming from Wisconsin or Iowa, Nebraska, Indiana, just because sometimes they don't have the same opportunities, but I'm very excited to have some professionals get your techniques and bring it back to their own practices.
Yeah, me too. And yeah, I've been advertising the class for Missouri and Michigan and Wisconsin and Nebraska. So we have people from coming from like out of state too. So
Yeah.
it's going to be really fun. It'll get you 6 CEs for Illinois, Iowa, and Nebraska,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so it's going to be super fun. You'll get a handout with tons of diagrams of bones, muscles. You'll get written instructions on how to do the moves. You're going to get a recap video after the class too, like a 6-minute video that's going to quickly recap everything for you. And then you're going to get a really nice, pretty certificate with your name and my name and Courtney's name and everything on it for you to hang in your studio so you can tell your clients about the awesome facial massage class you just took, and you can't wait to show all the awesome moves to your clients. The benefits of my class, as far as once you integrate these moves into your service, I say that the #1 thing is increasing client retention. People remember how you made them feel. So if you perform a thorough client intake and tailor your service to your client's needs, that's what's going to make them come back. So you listen to what they say about their neck and shoulder, or this part of their skin looks a certain way, and then you're able to use these techniques to give the client what they say they want and what you observe that they need. That's what's going to make you stand out. And then, of course, increasing revenue too. Like I'm in this industry because I love what we do, but of course, it's about money. So if you have that solid therapeutic touch that you give your client, they're going to pay. They're going to pay you well, and they're going to want to come back. They're going to want to tell you about their friends. They're going to feel that sense of human connection, which is what everything goes back to.
Absolutely. It's going to be
So
great.
fun.
We're excited. And I see some people are chatting here. Oh, Brad's just talking. Oh, thank you, Brad. Yeah. And yes, this is going to be an amazing class. I'm very excited to have Joe out here. And I already feel like we've already discussed maybe doing another one sometime because I know
I
it just sounds like
would.
everyone's up for this. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, but if you have any questions, message me, message Courtney. The sign up link is on both of our websites too. Yep.
Absolutely. And I like to always ask one more question, unless someone else pops one in. What is one thing that you wish you knew, like your younger self or newer self in the industry?
Something that I knew being newer in the industry. Um, what I want to say is just like kind of doing things differently. I think that the first thing that I think of is like in massage school, I think it's kind of taught that a massage is like 30 minutes on the back and then like 5 minutes on the rest of the body parts. And so I just always like encourage people to think outside of the box, like think differently. I feel like I was stuck in that box of like feeling like I had to spend a half hour on someone's back and then like frantically working to do the rest. And then like with a facial, people ask me how long I do massage in a facial. And my answer is that I do massage like during the whole facial, of course, different techniques for different parts of the facial. And I, of course, want to have like introduction, middle, and the ending tell a story. But think differently. Don't be afraid to like be a little bit different and do things differently because that's what's going to make you stand out and make people want to come back and see you. So be yourself, be authentic, be weird, be different, look like a fool, but just be authentic is what I would say.
I love that. I think some people come into it and because, it was like step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they just kind of never really go altering from that position because it's what they know and what they're comfortable with. But
Yeah.
yeah, making your own little recipe and what makes you unique is so important.
Yeah, and that just comes with time and practice, but that's what I love about these classes too, because it kind of gets you to start thinking about like doing your cleanse sequence a little bit differently, or maybe like, ooh, I like that one move. I can add that into the massage routine I already do to help elevate it a little bit. So just kind
Yeah,
of getting like different wheels turning in the mind is exactly what this class is going to
I
do.
love that. I love this. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. It's going to be here so soon. So
It
yes.
is, it is. And Joe, why don't you tell them where they can find you? Obviously, they can see your handle here, but sometimes it's helpful to say it out loud, I guess. And your
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. My Instagram is Joe Glow, G is in green. My link is in my bio there. My website is joeglow.co. So that's G as in green, glow.co. So not .com, just .co. All my contact information is there too. So my phone number, my email, please contact me with any questions. Of course, contact Courtney with any questions. But yeah, Joe Glow on Instagram, and the website is just joeglow.co. And I'm in Oregon, kind of in between like Salem and Eugene. So if anyone watching this or anyone that's going to watch this in the future is near Oregon, definitely I would love to connect with you too.
Great. Thank you so much for your time. And thank you, everyone, for hopping on and watching either live with us and chatting with us or the replay. Let us know if you have any questions. And if this class speaks to you, I highly suggest you grab your
Sign up now, yes.
because there's only 3 more left. So, oh,
Yeah.
thanks, Brad. All right. And I'll be connecting you two next. So,
Yes, I saw he followed me, so I'm going to follow him back right as we're done.
awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. And we will see you very soon, Joe. And you guys all have a wonderful day.
Yep, thank you so much, Courtney. See
Thank
ya.
you. Bye.
Bye.